What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? So I know no one is seeing your post. I know no one is seeing your videos. I know it's so frustrating. And trust me, you are not the only one. So welcome, welcome. I know the feeling of the algorithm. It is a big problem. And so today I'm going to share with you five ways that can help your algorithm get working and start working for you. So welcome you guys. My name is Becky LaFave, better known as Becky in Charge, because I help you take charge of your business by branding yourself with a plan and having a strategy to do it all. So welcome to this broadcast. I'm super excited to be sharing this with you because this has got to be probably one of the biggest things out there is the algorithm. So if you've heard of the algorithm of Facebook, drop in, let me know. Is it your friend right now, or you feel like no one is seeing me? I don't know how to use it, Becky, and I need to get better at it. So drop a 1 below if that is you, because I remember when I first started coming to this platform, I had never heard of it. Okay, never heard of it. Like, who even talks about what that is, right? I just started posting, I just started doing all the things and not having a clue to what I was doing until one day I heard somebody talking about the algorithm. And so I was like, okay, I've got to learn what this thing is, obviously, for it to start working for me. So let's talk about it. So I have some facts here that I'm going to share with you, plus five ways that you can have the algorithm working for you. So let me know if you're like having troubles with it. So I call this that literally Facebook is tricky business, because it's a business, right? It's a business and we get to play on it. Whether you're a consumer or you're an entrepreneur and you're marketing, it's a big business, and you probably know it right now. As a consumer, you see all the ads. You see them selling you stuff all day long. If you're a marketer, you're probably wondering, how can I get seen more? Because you're seeing other people's stuff and you're never seeing yours. So you might feel like this little fish in this huge body of water, right? That's how I felt. Like I was this little teeny fish and it was like this huge ocean of the Facebook worlds. And I feel like no one's seeing my stuff. Nobody ever comments. Nobody ever does anything. And it is because there is what we call an algorithm, and Facebook controls it all. Okay? Facebook controls it all. So, and as entrepreneurs, it is our responsibility, right? Facebook actually has its own blog. It actually has its own Facebook page. If you don't know this, there's a lot of information on there that can keep you up on a lot of things that is going on. So, if you're utilizing social media for your business, it's really your job to keep up with what's latest. Okay, so what is latest happening in 2020 is not the same as maybe somebody that you've been following that's not keeping up with anything, and they're still using it as when they started in 2012, even 2015, even last year. Things change rapidly. And this is the reason why, and I'm about to blow your mind because it blew my mind. I'm going to share some facts with you that I've gotten from over on their blog. This is mind-blowing. So nearly 2.5 billion active users are on Facebook, which that is a huge number. So if you feel like nobody's seeing you, well, there's a lot of people in this space, right? Back in 2012, that number was so small. And let's say you have 150 to, 1,000 people of friends. Most people don't average 5,000. You can have up to 5,000 friends, but most people don't average that anymore because it hurts your algorithm more than it helps you. Okay. So the average rate is between 1,000 to 2,000 that you'd want for your friends on your regular Facebook page. Now, on your business page, if you're working with a business page, sky's the limit, right? But when you're working on your personal page, you definitely want to stay in that RAM, because the more people you have, the less chances, right? Not all your peeps are going to see what you're sharing, and basically not everybody's going to want what you have anyway. So, okay, so 1.6 billion, this is billion, you guys, check Facebook every single day. This is a huge number, and the average user spends 38 minutes a day on this platform. So when you think about your own self, okay, whether you're consuming or you're marketing, when you're on your platform, how much time are you paying attention to your own Facebook page, your own stuff, your own feed? What is going on, right? So as a marketer, this is your job. So to me, there are so many platforms out there, right? But in my eyes, Facebook is still the number one. Okay, it's number one. Now, I would say probably number two would be Instagram, and Facebook owns it. So like, hello. But I think that Facebook does have this huge advantage, because it offers more. It offers way more than Instagram. You can really, truly, and I hear this all the time from people, and I feel the same way with my own Instagram. I feel like I can build more of a community with utilizing my group. And if you don't know about my group yet, we have Women's Entrepreneurs in Charge group. Girl, get yourself in there. We do a lot more different trainings. I have people that come in, but we can't have that on Instagram, but we can on Facebook. So you really can build authentic community. And that's what my community is doing. We're growing an authentic women's entrepreneurs group. So you want this algorithm to work for you, right? So you got to know how to use it. Or here's the thing, it can work against you. So Facebook has this thing where it decides if it's going to show your post or not. It's not if I put something out and people are going to see it. No, that's not how it works. I just told you how many people are reaching out on Facebook, right? Billions. So what's the chances of yours being seen? Well, this is why I'm sharing this with you today, because they can either share your stuff or bury your stuff. And how many of you feel like you're getting buried right now? Drop a 2 below if you feel like, I feel like Facebook is burying me because I don't get a lot of people that see my stuff. Okay. So if you feel like, you're not getting that likes, comments, and you're doing a lot of things, you're not getting all the followers that you think you should, you might be getting buried. You might not be being first to see. Okay, so let's talk about that, and I want to help you hijack this algorithm. So if you're ready to get hijacked, say hijack below, because we want to hijack this algorithm. So I'm going to share with you 5 ways that is working, and this is not by me saying it, okay? Let me just put it out there. Facebook puts this stuff out there, what they want to see on their platform. So you want to play the game, you got to play their game. Okay, it's not just what you think it should be. It's you got to be able to play as an entrepreneur on this platform what Facebook is looking for, and then you, my friend, will be seen more. Doesn't that make sense? So, number 1, creating good content. You guys, you've got to have quality content, high content that people want to see. So, no more of the days of, like copying somebody's post and reposting. No more of the days where you can just put up anything spammy, because Facebook algorithm is so freaking smart. It knows certain words. Girl, it knows certain words. Okay, so if you're using certain words that they don't like, your stuff is getting buried for sure. So they're never going to see your stuff. So even if, let's say you have one person up, let's say you have 150 people on your page, I still want you to put high enough quality up that you are an influencer in your space, right? There's no longer of the days that you got to have thousands of followers to be an influencer. If you know something more than somebody else, then you are an influencer of something, right? So show up and be that person and just have great content. And there's a lot of people out there that you can get inspired by, right? Go get inspired and utilize some of the stuff that is working, right? Okay, so in that, when you do put your content up, always want to think about how can this content help someone else? Like when you're thinking about what to put up on the daily, on the weekly, maybe whatever you got going on, you want to always think first, how will this help someone else? That's typically what Facebook wants to see, right? Because what's going to happen is number 2, engagement. Engagement is key. Facebook's mission is to get people talking, okay? Build community and bring us closer together, right? So if you have content that is engaging, people actually talking with you, engaging back with you, and you're having conversations, whether it's all on Facebook or back and forth in Messenger, because Facebook owns that too, and that has everything to do with your algorithm. If they notice that you two are having conversations, they're going to show more things to that same person, right? So that's so important. So make sure that you have engaging posts up there that people want to engage with you with, because the more conversations you can have is golden. Facebook loves it. That's why they built this platform, to be social, right? They want people to be social, build the community, love on each other, and start building. And that's why it's a beautiful thing that we can build our business on this platform, but you got to know the way to do it, right? So number 3, post often and be consistent. Now, here's the thing. When I first started, I didn't know this, right? And you might be saying the same thing. Oh, I didn't know any of this. So that's okay. You're learning today. And I'm actually going to give you a resource at the very end. So stick around for that resource that will help you to be able to stay consistent and knowing what to post on your platform. So here's the thing that you want to be able to do is stay consistent. Now, I know we get busy in life. But here's the thing, the algorithm is either working for you or against you. So if you are not posting daily, if you are not engaging and doing all the things, people are going to see less and less and less. And then let's say 3 days, 4 days later, you're posting again and you're like, I'm still not getting any likes. I'm still not getting any comments. Nobody wants to friend me. It's because Facebook has buried you. It's because you're in and you're out. You're in and you're out. You're in and you're out. You're not being social. And that's what it's built for. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm hoping that you're having light bulb moments, because if you're having light bulb moments, drop it below light bulb moments, because that is the true fact of you popping in and out is really hurting you. And Facebook wants to support you. They want to show your stuff, as long as it's high quality, engaging, and that you are being social on social media. So, with that being said, you want to make sure, and this is test. Everything that I share with you, you have to test. Your audience is different. You've got to test everything that you do. Nothing's written in stone, right? These are guidelines, but nothing's written in stone. So let's say you post in the morning. Now, this is what I recommend, and this is what Facebook has recommended. You can post 2 times a day. Like in the past, people be posting like crazy all day. No, gets buried. No good. So you want to post at least once in the morning. You have to figure out your time, right? And you can post the second time, but you want to make sure that there is a huge gap in between. And the recommendation is between 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours difference. So if you don't want your second post or your first post to get buried, you don't want to post because people are not going to see that. And Facebook actually looks at that as spammy, especially if you're just posting to post or sharing different stuff that makes no sense to your audience, because believe it or not, your algorithm, Facebook algorithm, knows what you got going on. It's intelligence here, people. It's very smart. Okay, so I hope that you got that. And number 4, Facebook Lives. I talk about this all the time. Facebook Lives. Facebook loves video, and they're going to push that video out if they feel like, 1, it is what your audience is looking for. 2, it's not some spammy thing, because they can see it in your title, right? I told you they're very intelligent. They see all the words. They actually hear all of what we're saying. Algorithm is in totally a whole different beast, and it knows everything that you're putting out there. So don't let it hurt you. So Facebook Stories is another one. Here is a number. 300 million active users daily in our stories. So 1, you want to go live, right? 2, you want to utilize these stories to benefit you. And I'm going to share with you a couple ways to use stories to benefit you. So it has been said, and it's been put out there, that more people are to buy your product or join whatever you got going on, seeing it through a story. Now, that doesn't mean going in and spamming and showcasing, right? You still want to treat it the same way that you would treat it in your news feed. Now, you can be a little bit more, I don't want to say spammy, okay? But be more creative on how you share the benefits of what you got going on, okay? So share the benefits. And posting, here's the thing in your stories. You want to do a sequence, okay? Do a sequence. I see so many people just pop one up of this, and it doesn't make any sense. It's a story because it tells a story, right? It tells a story. So if you do a sequence, and here's the cool thing. You could do a sequence of 3 off of one picture. Off of one picture, you can do a sequence of 3. How cool is that? So, but you want to make sure that you do a sequence of 3 or more, you can, and spread it out throughout the day, right? You can be popping in here and there, but you want to spread it out throughout the day. You always want to be seen in the stories in the very front. So whenever you do a story, your story goes right to the front where everybody sees it first. Right? So I want you to think about that. So if you do a sequence during the day, and you can play off that all day long if you have something to play off, or that's what was going on in the morning. You got something going on in the afternoon, and maybe you got something you want to share in the evening. You can break that all up in different sequences and keep that momentum going for you, right? So that's been huge. I haven't been in my stories lately, I got to be honest. I was having vertigo all last week, and I was having really trouble showing up for everyone. So my stories have been a little like nothing, but it happens, right? And that's another thing that has an algorithm. And so I too are going to have to pick that back up again. And so you'll notice a difference when you start doing your stories. You'll be like, man, I got 50 people. Man, I got 150 people. Man, I got 200. Depending if you've been keeping it going. It's the same thing on your feed, you guys. It's going to take some time. These things do not happen overnight. You have to put in the work, but you know, it will work over time. So here's the thing about going back to utilizing Facebook Lives, okay? So most people, I get a lot of questions about this. Becky, how long should I go live? What should I be, what does that look like? So let me clear this up. With Facebook Lives, it's right around 10 to 15 minutes. If you have good quality that you want to share, and you don't have to wait around to share the goodness, you can get it out there and share right away. If you're doing a longer training, make sure it's something that is of value that people are really going to learn from, and you've got engagement that's going to push it out. You're okay then. But if you're first starting out, make it as short and sweet as possible that people go, God, I love her tips. God, I love her. I wonder what she's going to share tomorrow. I wonder what she's going to do here or there, or whenever you go live. Always make sure that this has always helped me. I push it out there 15 15 minutes to let people know that, hey, I'm going live and this is what I'm talking about. Because if it's of interest to somebody, guess what? If they're available, they're going to jump on and join you. And isn't it way more fun when you can join me live? Because I love seeing you on here. It pushes me more to help you, to teach you more of all the things that I know. So I love and appreciate that you are on here with me. And it's probably because you saw something that said, hey, I'm going live. And so, or that Becky's going to go live every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, right? I go live every Monday. So with something that helps you grow your business. So I hope that you got value out of this. I hope that you're like, oh my God, Becky, I have now learned so much about the algorithm that I had no clue about. And you can take advantage of this and start having it work for you instead of against you. Is that like the best? Yes, give me a yes below. And listen, if you haven't received my social media guide, it's my map that I use to showcase what I post, right? And there is some times in there so you can kind of tweak and see what works for you. If you haven't got the social media map yet, the link is going to be around here somewhere. I promise you'll see it. Make sure to grab that and start utilizing that today. All right, you guys, as always, I want to thank you for joining me. And if you ever have any questions, make sure to drop it below or send me a message. All right, you guys, take care and have a great day. Bye for now.